Can a passenger jet fly with only one engine? This might sound surprising, but the answer is yes, and here's why. Imagine you're driving a car that has a little extra horsepower. If one of your tires goes flat, you can still drive. Sure, it's not ideal, but you can keep moving. Passenger jets work on a similar principle. Most modern jets are designed with multiple engines for safety and efficiency. In fact, they can continue flying with just one engine. That's because they're built to handle it. A twin-engine jet can still maintain altitude and speed, even if one engine fails. The remaining engine provides enough thrust to keep flying safely. Here's the surprising part. Pilots train extensively for this scenario. They practice engine-out procedures to ensure they can manage the aircraft smoothly. The jet's systems are also designed to balance the load when one engine is down, allowing for controlled flight. It's incredibly rare for a commercial jet to experience an engine failure. Statistically, engine failures are almost a non-issue. Even if it happens, pilots are equipped with the skills and knowledge to land safely at the nearest airport. In fact, many times, planes have landed safely after losing an engine without any major incident. So, in summary, yes, a passenger jet can fly on just one engine. It's one of the many layers of safety that make flying one of the safest ways to travel. If you're ever on a flight and hear about an engine issue, remember, the plane is still more than capable of getting you safely to your destination. How exactly do jet engines work? Let's break it down. Most passenger jets are equipped with two engines, and each one is designed to operate independently. Imagine driving a car with two engines. Having that extra power is great for speed and performance, but the beauty of it is that if one engine fails, you can still keep moving forward, albeit at a slower pace. Jet engines operate on a principle called thrust. They suck in air, compress it, mix it with fuel, and ignite the mixture. This produces a high-speed exhaust that propels the plane forward. Think of it like blowing up a balloon and then letting it go. The air rushes out in one direction, pushing the balloon in the other. Now here's the surprising part. Modern jet engines are incredibly reliable. Each engine has multiple backup systems in place, like sensors and fuel controls, designed to minimize the risk of failure. In fact, airlines and manufacturers test engines rigorously, simulating all sorts of failure scenarios to ensure they can withstand a lot of wear and tear. In the unlikely event that one engine does fail, the other engine takes over, providing enough thrust to keep the plane flying safely. Pilots are trained to manage these situations, and they know how to adjust their flight paths and speeds accordingly. While having two engines is certainly advantageous for performance and safety, the key takeaway is that a passenger jet can indeed fly on just one engine. It's a well-engineered system, designed with redundancy in mind to keep you safe at 30,000 feet. Can a passenger jet really fly with only one engine? Before we dive into that, let's talk about how uncommon engine failures actually are. They happen in only a tiny fraction of flights. In fact, flying is one of the safest modes of transportation we have. Think about your car for a moment. It's designed with multiple systems to keep you safe, like brake lights, turn signals, and even a spare tire. Aircraft are built with similar safety measures in mind. Each engine is like a superhero in its own right, but even if one has a bad day, the plane can keep flying. Commercial jets are rigorously tested before they ever take to the skies. Engineers put these engines through extreme conditions. Think of it like an athlete training for the Olympics. They're designed to withstand failures, which is why pilots are trained for these very scenarios. During their training, pilots learn to handle engine issues and practice what to do if one engine stops working. Here's the surprising part. Most commercial jets are designed to fly on just one engine. If you picture a large bird soaring through the air, even if it loses a wing, it can still glide. It's the same for planes. They can maintain control and land safely with just one engine still roaring. So, while engine failure sounds scary, remember this. Airlines and manufacturers work hard to make sure it's incredibly rare, and planes are built smartly to keep you safe. With all these safety measures in place, you can relax knowing that flying remains an incredibly safe activity. What happens when an engine fails? It's all about the pilots. They undergo extensive training for exactly this scenario. Imagine a pilot as a skilled chef in a bustling kitchen. Just like chefs practice every recipe, even the tricky ones, pilots train rigorously for engine failures. During their training, pilots simulate engine failures in a controlled environment. This is done on flight simulators, which are incredibly realistic. They can replicate various scenarios, including the loss of an engine, while giving pilots the chance to practice their response. It's like a chef perfecting a dish. If they suddenly find themselves without a crucial ingredient, they need to know how to adapt quickly. And here's the surprising part. Commercial pilots must demonstrate their ability to handle an engine failure every 6 months. They practice not just once, but repeatedly, so they're fully prepared if it ever happens in real life. This regular training ensures they stay sharp and confident. When flying with multiple engines, like on most commercial jets, losing one engine is manageable. The planes are designed to fly safely with just one. If we stick with our chef analogy, it's like preparing a meal with fewer ingredients than planned. It might not be the original recipe, but it can still turn out delicious. Pilots also understand how to balance the flight, adjust speeds, and communicate with air traffic control. This teamwork ensures that everyone on board remains safe and secure. So yes, passenger jets can fly on one engine, and thanks to the thorough training pilots receive, they're prepared to handle any situation calmly and effectively. What happens if a passenger jet loses an engine? Can it still fly? The good news is that yes, it can. In fact, modern jets are designed with this very scenario in mind. Imagine riding a bicycle and suddenly getting a flat tire. You might not be able to pedal as fast or easily, but you can still move forward, right? That's similar to what happens with a plane. If an engine goes out, the aircraft can still fly, just at a reduced power and efficiency. When a jet loses an engine, it may not climb as quickly or reach its cruising speed as fast as it would with both engines. But the aircraft is built to glide safely through the air. Pilots are trained extensively on how to manage this situation. They can adjust the thrust from the remaining engine and keep the plane flying smoothly. Here's the surprising part. Even with one engine, a jet can still perform safe landings. Pilots will look for the nearest airport, and they have specific procedures to follow. They might even use altitude to glide down, much like a hawk soaring to the ground. It's incredibly reassuring to know that airplanes are engineered to handle these situations. It's not common to lose an engine. Most jets fly safely with two engines without issue. But if it does happen, the pilots and the aircraft systems work together to ensure a safe landing. So yes, a passenger jet can absolutely fly with only one engine, helping passengers reach safety with skill and precision. If you're curious about how other aspects of flying work, stick around. So, can a passenger jet fly with only one engine? The answer is a resounding yes. Modern passenger jets are designed with remarkable safety features that allow them to operate even if one engine fails. Imagine driving a car with a flat tire. You can still drive on 3 wheels, right? It might not be ideal, but it's entirely possible. In the case of a twin-engine jet, pilots undergo extensive training to handle such situations. They practice how to control the aircraft using just one engine. This training prepares them to make the right decisions and keep everyone on board safe. And here's the surprising part. Commercial jets are engineered so that even with one engine out, they can glide safely to an airport. Think of it as a skilled swimmer who can navigate through water, even after losing one arm. The systems in place go beyond just the engines. Redundant systems help manage everything from navigation to hydraulic controls. This means that if one system falters, another can step in, much like backup systems for important appliances in your home. So, while the idea of flying on one engine might sound alarming at first, rest assured that it's a situation the aircraft and its crew are well prepared to handle. It's a testament to the incredible safety standards in aviation. If you enjoyed this insight into how flying works, consider subscribing for more fascinating facts that will forever change the way you look at planes.